Hi, this is Carol at Sedona Artist Studio. That's Macy, my trusty puppy. I'm walking between the two buildings, my studio and our home, to capture a beautiful sunny day here in Sedona, Arizona. This is a photo of Macy. And here's Peanut. I'm going to show you some things that I have done myself, made myself in my studio to help me with pour painting. This is a homemade set of handles, and on the right-hand side are some styrofoam backing boards. I've bought these inexpensive canvases to practice on. The canvas is not heavy duty. It sags if there's any quantity of paint gathering or collecting in the center of the canvas. I've tried several different things to fill the back so that it will stay even with the top of the frame. And the only thing I've found that's waterproof and does the job and is lightweight is these styrofoams. I cut these now. I cut them out of a larger piece of styrofoam. This is 1/2 inch thick. Because I knew it would be a task to try to get these styrofoams out of the frame, I glued wide ribbon so that I have some leverage when I want to remove them after painting. It's worked pretty well. Now, of course, I tape the edges around with the blue painter's tape. And of course, I put the blue tape on the ribbons so that I don't have to deal with them flopping around. These are my homemade handles. I think I've shown you these before. They're just made out of mending plates and some tubular aluminum. I drilled holes through the aluminum tube and attached the mending plates with some screws. When I'm ready to attach these to the frame, I use a awl and I just push through, which is good enough to start my cup hooks. These are a relatively big cup hook. And I have put a spacer on them, plastic tubing that I have collected and saved. And this will space out between the screw and the frame so that the handle holds tight and doesn't wiggle around. I don't want to push these screws all the way through and possibly break or split the wood that's been used to make the frames. This is a little gadget that I made to help me keep my paints moist. I mix them, sometimes I leave. I leave the room for a few minutes, and I want to keep the paints from drying out. This is just a cake top, you know, the ones you get at the bakery when you're buying a cake or buns. And the bottom one is another cake cover, and I cut the edges off of it, and now the other plastic top fits right over. I put my resin in here to put some weight on this, otherwise it would have been too light, I think. And some beads in the resin to give it heft or weight. And the cups all fit right in. I used paper cups to make their locations while the resin was hardening. And when I go to leave, I get a little squirt bottle out that I think I got at Walmart. I don't remember. And I just squirt the inside of the cover. I don't want to put too much moisture in there. I just want enough to keep the paints from drying, and I don't want the water to collect and drip into the paints. Some handy things that I've found work for me, and I have handled the heavy marble tiles, but they are very difficult to handle when they're slippery with paint, and so I've found that these canvases work much better for practice. I have bigger canvases ready to go, but these are for practice. That guy sleeps all the time, you know? What's up with him? Goodbye for now.